Hello, and good time zone. And what is up, gamers? Hi, welcome. Hello, it is time to do a stream. Hello. Sorry, if I sound a little tepid and subdued at the moment, it's because I'm feeling a little tepid and subdued. I was baking muffins just before stream started. So but they weren't done yet. So as I was trying to like tweet out and make the "Hey, I'm live" posts, I was also in the process of like holding a extremely hot muffin tray in one hand and decanting the muffins onto a wire rack, whilst also trying to let the internet know that the stream is live. So, if I seem a little discombobulated, if I seem a little discombobulated, that's probably just my usual state of being, but if I seem a little even more discombobulated than usual, that's why. Hello. Hope everyone is well. Lovely to see y'all. Welcome on in. Let me just check and make sure that the chatbot is doing its thing. Come on, chatbot. Come on. There you go. Chatbot's here. That's good. And welcome to everyone else who is hanging out in the chat. It's lovely to see y'all. Turnip, thank you so much for the lurk. Tomcat, welcome in. Good day to Degay. Hello. And today, stop teaching me new words before stream even starts. Tepid, discombobulated. Listen, it's a good vocabulary. I hope you enjoy it. Hello. This is Gerald. Come on. There we go. This is Gerald. Because my moderator / spouse was like, you should paint a mallard duck who's gay named Gerald for Pride Month. And I was like, okay, yeah. Go Gerald, says Sledge. Sledge is a massive Gerald enjoyer, and who am I to deny my husband his favorite gay duck, who is Gerald. So that's what I'm painting right now. I've done a ton of sketches that I haven't had a chance to paint over the last few days. So if this ends up taking like 5 minutes, you're probably gonna see me paint Star Trek fan art. I'm sorry. My brain is fried at the moment, and all I want to do is just hyperfixate on my space blorbos. But I'm aware that not everyone is here for my blorbos, so instead, I'm giving you whimsical wildlife. But gay, because that's fun. What's in this box? I haven't decided what paints I wanted to use. This is not a useful box for paints. I mean, technically these are paints, but these are like tubes. These are big old tubes of like 3 colors of duochrome paint. I don't need that right now. So this box can go away, I guess. Whoops. I just pulled a whole bunch of boxes out of my studio because I did not know what I wanted to paint with today. So I just brought a bunch of paints. To be honest, I'll probably just use this set because I think this set has a really good set of colors for like nature scenes, and that's kind of what we got going here. The only thing is actually, saying that, it doesn't really have a lot of like brown. There isn't really any brown in here, and we're gonna need brown for duck. So I might again have to borrow from the Prang set, which is this one, which includes the color Prang. I don't think I'm going to use the color Prang because it is imperceptible to the human eye. It is so bright that like our brains can't process it correctly. But this set does have some useful browns for duck feathers and what have you, so that'll be good. Anyways, but yeah, so it's duck time. So we're gonna do that. Or I might use this set. This could be a good set of paints. Maybe I'll use this set. These are out of order. This set is all of the colors have some
attention
Twitch user Sammy Kelch.
shoppers.
Hello, friends. Hello. Cranky, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hello. What have you been up to? How was your stream? It's lovely to see you, friends. And welcome. Potato. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. And Cranky, let me get you a shout out in the chat. If you're not following Cranky, here is the means to go do so. Hi, Gerald Warrior. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you. Welcome, friends. Cranky, how was your stream? What'd you get up to today? I'd love to hear all about it. And for anyone who's Prize Fighter Inferno, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hello, everyone. For anyone who's new here, hi. Hi. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelsh. I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy art streams on Mondays, and most Thursdays I do cozy game streams on Fridays, and sometimes on a Thursday if I'm feeling a little bit spicy. I don't know what I'm doing this Thursday, we shall see. But for now, I'm just doing a little painting of a duck for Pride Month, as you do.
The mic seems very quiet compared to the alerts.
Apparently the alerts are super loud. I don't know why.
I think the mic might be quiet, because
I think the mic... Did you do something to the mic?
I haven't touched the mic.
I haven't done anything to the mic either. I don't know why that's the case. Anyways, thank you for the potatoes, Potato. They're delightful. I'm good. Anyways, apologies for the loudness. I don't know why. I'll figure it out shortly. In the meantime, hello. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelsh. I swear that things tend to go relatively smoothly here. Probably, more than likely. I don't know. But I'm a variety streamer. Do cozy game streams, cozy art streams. Today we are painting this little mallard duck for Pride. I'm working in watercolors, which is usually my preferred medium. I'm just going to bring this a little close so you can actually see his little face. I hope his face turns out cute. I honestly don't know. But I have this duochrome paint, which I'm going to use for his delightful shiny green head foliage. Not foliage, plumage. That's the word. I know birds. What the hell is wrong with me? Anyways, I hope everyone's having a fantastic, lovely, and wonderful, and fantastic Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. Anyways, lovely to see y'all. I hope you had a nice time. And again, let me get another shout out, because I can do 2 different flavors of shout outs for Cranky Martini. Let me try again. There we go. Okay. It helps if you spell the channel correctly. Anyways, still Monday for me, says Viking. Yeah, me too. And Monday's been okay. It's been quiet. I made muffins earlier. Viking is lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you have a lovely, lovely lurk. I was baking muffins earlier. Pumpkin muffins. The last pumpkin that we bought back in the cold weather was still hanging out in the freezer, and I was like, I have some spare eggs. What if I bake muffins? So I baked muffins, and I'm very happy with that because I get to have muffins later, which is very exciting. Anywho. These colors are not in the correct order, so I should probably try and correct that as well, so I know of whence I am doing. And I hope this is a good color selection for my little painting. I feel like it's a good set of like sort of nature-y colors. It's a lot of sort of greens and muted stuff. But obviously he's holding a pride flag, so we're going to use the brightest rainbow colors we have for that. Viking, thank you so much for the lurk. Did I say that already? I think I did. Anyways, okay. So this is what we're working on today. Also, Cranky, if there's anything that you want to like share with the class, like if there's like some art that you've done or something that you want to share, you can whisper me a link. We are an art tax optional stream, so it is entirely up to you, but if you'd like to do that, if you have anything you would like to share, I would be very, very happy to share it with the class. Now then, as for me, in case you're curious as to what my artwork looks like when it's done, I haven't posted any new artwork since Hollow Knight Art Month ended, so my art stream at the moment looks like I do nothing but Hollow Knight art, which isn't true. I do things other than Hollow Knight art. I just also did do a lot of Hollow Knight art very recently. Let me show you a representative example in case you're curious. This looks like that. Yay! I finished up an animation today. Says Cranky. Ooh, a little looky about design. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I would, if you would like to share, I would love to see it. If not, that's quite all right as well. You do, says Cranky. I did do some Hollow Knight art as per this bad boy, but today today I'm just painting a duck. This guy's just a little ducky. And I'm probably going to masking fluid this ducky in the first instance, because I feel like that would probably be the most prudent way to go about this, but we'll see. Anyways, I have 2 beverages. I have what's left of a coffee from earlier, and I have a sparkling black currant situation. Because it's really warm in here. Like, it is insanely warm in here. It is warmer in here than the weather outside would suggest that it would be. But I'm very uncomfortably warm. Actually, I'm going to open the window. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the window and see if that helps. Okay. Get a little bit of a breeze in. You might hear some bird sounds from outside, or possibly people's vehicles beeping. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully, if anything, pleasant bird sounds and not anything else. But we shall see. Anyways, I wish I had, like, duck facts prepared, but to be honest, I did not have a chance to look up duck facts before stream. I looked up a bunch of reference pictures of mallard ducks, and let me tell you, that was really fun. Because I enjoy mallard duck. Anyways, yeah, I hope everyone's Monday is going goodly. Hope you had a nice weekend. How were your respective weekends? I'd love to know all about them. I don't remember what I did on the weekend. I made laksa for dinner last night. And I had leftover laksa for lunch today. It was nice. But I only know 1 or 2 duck facts, and one of them is not appropriate for this stream. Says Tomcat. Oh my. I don't know how to whisper, says Cranky. You just try talking very quietly. It's just like the DM, but it's on Twitch. You got this. Anyways. Lowers keyboard's volume. Oh heck, I don't know how to let links work in the chat, because I'm not very intelligent. But I'm trying to think if you know the little like DM thing. Oh, I've got a whisper. I think, yay, okay, it worked. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I will share that in just a second. Thank you for that. Okay. Let me get this link up. Nab it. Okay. And we will have a look at what Cranky has shared with us. Please, we're... Oh my god! That's so good! This is so good! Thank you! I found the chat! Yay! Thank you! Oh, I can't wait to share this. Hold up. Y'all! How good is this? Oh, this animation is so cool! I love it so much! The smear is absolutely charming. This is so good. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Thank you. And once again, if you're not following Cranky, you can go do that. And thank you again for reading. It's a wobbly looky bee. I love them with my whole heart. I love them so much. I very much relate to wanting to look around at stuff. That is a mood. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really, really cute. I am in awe of people who can do, like, cool animated stuff. I have tried with some of my things, but in a very simplistic way, like, very simplistic. It is not my forte by any stretch. Is anything my forte? That's a question. The answer is a resounding, oh, I don't know. Yeah, anywho. Okay. Sorry, Gerald, you're gonna have to be upside down for a second, if you don't mind. But anyways. Alrighty. We're gonna mask off this little buddy. And I'm gonna try and remember what I did this weekend. This week coming is gonna largely be, I think, fairly chill, I hope. For me anyways. I'm gonna be running some errands tomorrow. Then I'm gonna have a couple of days of doing, hopefully getting some stuff done around the house, getting some artwork done, you know, the usual. And then I'm in London on Friday and Saturday, and I am a little bit trepidatious, if trepidatious is, I think I've been through this, trepidatious is indeed a word. I wasn't sure whether or not it was recently, but trepidatious is a word. I'm feeling a little trepidatious about my trip to London. I love London, I really do. I am a huge enjoyer of, like, the big city and all of the things that be in it. No more words, says Tomcat. I'm so sorry you have to learn new vocabulary against your will. I'm so sorry to expand your horizons and broaden your knowledge in this way. I can't, you know, taken accountability here. And issuing a sincere apology for that. Gonna go lurk, says Cranky. I need to breakfast. Have a nice... That is my favorite way I've ever seen anyone refer to brunch. I hope you have a nice brunch, Cranky. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for stopping in. And hello, everyone. So Gerald has been masked off. To be honest, I think this is probably drying fairly quickly, so I can probably fairly quickly go in with some backgroundy gubbins. Where's my... Haha, there she is. Instrumental paint here. Cobalt turquoise. Gonna need cobalt turquoise for this bad boy, I think. For the nice pond water. I want it to be fairly nice and clear and pretty. Would it be probably a bit more like grayish IRL? Yes, but this is a wonderful fantasy land for Gerald to live in, so I want it to be as nice as I can make it. So he's getting a beautiful turquoise blue duck pond. And frankly, I love that for him. It's what he deserves. He deserves a beautiful turquoise blue duck pond, damn it. And I'm just going to pre-dampen the paper a little bit before I go over with my couleurs. Just for fun. And because I like the way it sometimes makes the color go sort of... You can get some pleasant effect. I haven't really planned out the background this much, except that there's a... What's a couleur? That's just me saying color, but French. That's just my stupid idiolect. Because me English in an extremely erudite and at the same time extremely bad way. Because I don't know. My personal dialect is a mess. It's just a mess. That's all she is. It's just a mess. I thought it was a strainer. That's a colander. That's a colander, Tomcat. That is... I mean, you were close, but I think what you're thinking of is a colander. Anywho. Okay. So I've added some of my, what was it? Cobalt blue, I think. And I'm going to add some turquoise to that. Just make a really pleasantly blue pond instead of a sort of grayish brown. No, a colander is an herb that tastes like soap to some people. Oh dear. I think you're thinking of coriander. Anyways. Also, since I've combined some granulating pigments with each other here, we might get some nice color variation in this pond segment. I might end up layering some other stuff on top of this to give it a little bit more dimension, to make it feel like we can maybe see a hint of like some rocks and gubbins underneath it as well. But this is certainly a good starting place for pond color, I think. There we go. Oh, isn't he lovely? Ta-da! Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of one of my beverages. Delicious. Okay. Well, now I've put myself into a difficult situation, because I should probably wait for this to dry before I add any more stuff to the piece. But I don't really want to wait for that. Maybe I can just put, like, start to kind of gradient in a semblance of background. Ooh, that's a cold breeze. Hello, cold breeze. I'm feeling a lot less uncomfortably warm now. Thank you, cold breeze, coming in through the window. No thank you making the curtain fly at me, though. I might close the window ever so slightly now. Because that was quite breezy. Anyways, yeah, I might sort of gradient in sort of the sky and shore on that side of the pond a little bit, but just super lightly. How sunny of a day is it? I think it's a beautiful sunny day. I think it ought to be a beautiful, beautiful sunny day for this happy little duck. So I'm just going to use mostly this turquoise for any amount of sky that we might see back there. Now this is probably, a lot of this is probably going to get covered up by, like, trees and landscape, but there might be some sky. That might be nice. Okay. Get a load of this absolute burb friend. He's having a gay old time. Anyways, sorry I seem to be a little low on talking points this afternoon. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna add some of my yellow to this. Ooh. Ooh. That's a very bright green now. Oh no. Do I maybe want to mute this green out with a little bit of brown so it's not quite so crazy? Yes, I think I maybe do. Anyways. Not to be controversial or anything, but my pumpkin muffin recipe is legendary. I've been making it since I was but a little school child in the 1980s. And it is one of those recipes that really holds up. I'm just combining colors until I feel like it's an okay sort of base green. I think we're about there now, so I'll water it down a bit. And we'll just kind of just fade into that. But yeah, it's actually on my YouTube channel. My, like, main YouTube channel. The pumpkin muffin recipe. It's a terrible old video, but if you want, you can find it there. The recipe's great. The video is terrible and old. I think I've gotten better at editing videos since then. I think my videos are kind of okay. I hope you like them too. Okay. Alright. Can I kind of just fade this out a little bit so it's not quite as dramatic a sort of line between the two colors? I think that might be nicer. Anyways, what's everyone up to this week coming? Do you have any exciting plans? Are you doing anything cool? I'm honestly, I'm like kind of looking forward to going to the big city at the end of this week, but I'm also kind of approaching it with like caution because I'm really scared it's just going to be like uncomfortably warm and I'm going to have a somewhat miserable time as a result. But I don't want to set myself up to have a miserable time because then it'll just become a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of in a weird place about it, I guess. It's one of those things where like it was planned and booked like a while back, so it's not like I can just be like, I'll just go a different day because it's like technically I'm there for an event. I'm just trying to roll it into I'll also do other stuff while I'm there, you know what I mean? So, we shall see, I guess. Okay. I think that's a decent-ish backdrop-ish. There will be additional details there, just FYI. I'm not just leaving it a vague pastel gradient. I mean, I could if I wanted to, like, who cares? But, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna make it a little bit more interesting. I hope it's a little more interesting. Yes. Now. Okay. I think the blue... Oh, no, the blue is kind of bleeding into the... Like, and it's fine. It'll get covered up. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna make a somewhat more potent, like, grassy green over on this side to go under Gerald's feet. So I'm gonna pull up some of this. This helio green is so, like, absurdly pigmented. And it's far too much of a straight ahead green in and of itself. I need it to be a little bit grassier, so I'm adding some of this quite fresh green that we've got over there, like a yellowy green, and then maybe just another just little touch of... Ooh, actually, if I add a touch of this, what used to be orange, I think that'll tone it down really well. Warm it up, tone it down, give us a slightly more natural green. There we go. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. I'm sorry, Gerald. We gotta go sideways again. Sorry, little buddy. And then I'm just going to add that in. Okay. Anyways. I did genuinely, like, canvas my moderator / spouse. Like, I want to do something for Pride Month, and I don't know what to do besides Star Trek fan art. What would you like to see? And immediately he was like, please do a gay mallard named Gerald. I think not. I'm not sure he was entirely sure which duck was a mallard duck, though. I think he knows. But he wanted to see a gay mallard named Gerald, and I'm more than happy to oblige. So here we are. Okay. And there we have it. Yay! We're only 38 minutes into stream and I've actually painted stuff? What's happening? What's wrong with me? I don't know. Anyways. I was thinking the other day, I don't know if anyone can... Oh, my moderator / spouse is here. Hey, babe, what's up?
Nothing. Just
okay.
See how we get on with it.
Hi. You want to see how Gerald's doing? What do you think?
Very good so far.
Thank you. Can I have a hug, please? Thank you.
You ever drink something?
I'm okay for drinks, thank you. Appreciate it. I love you.
Love you.
That was my moderator / spouse, everybody. We love him. Anyways. But yep. Okay. I'm taking a sip. Black currant tea. I might have a cup of tea later, now that I've cooled off a little bit. I keep placing myself in this difficult situation of being like, well, the painting is too wet for me to do anything with it. I do have other paintings I could conceivably work on in the meantime, but, I don't know if those are interesting to anyone other than me. Is the background drying? It's dry-ish. Indecisive. Yay! Am I Googling mallard duck so that I know exactly what coloring I'm looking for in terms of actually painting the duck? Yes. Yes, I am. It is a dabbling duck, apparently. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cute. What do they dabble in? It doesn't say. And I didn't click on the Wikipedia link because I'm just looking at pictures of ducks. For anyone who doesn't know, this is the kind of duck coloration we're after. It's like gray and brown, and then its head is a beautiful iridescent green that's very pretty. They are very friend-shaped, and I love them, and they've got cute faces and adorable little beaks, and yeah. That will... I reckon that'll do quite nicely. I have absolutely editorialized a smidgen with the blue of the water. I mean, it depends on the photo. Like in this photo here, it looks kind of blue, but I think that's just the sky being reflected back, cuz like in this photo here, damn it. Phone, don't trifle with me. In this photo here, it's like looking very green. I think the water is just whatever's reflecting, so maybe the sky is just being very reflective today. I don't know. It's fine. I'm gonna not worry about it too much. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I want to try and start painting in some details of like getting some trees and stuff in the background, sort of on the other side of the shore, that kind of thing. So maybe if I make a kind of shoreline greeny browny color, a shoreline greeny brown, yeah, why not? Okay, using a bit of this bad boy, which is kind of, this is a mixture of like a bright orange and a bright turquoise, and it gives you a kind of lovely ochre hue, and then just pull in a little bit of this green, so it's a little more of like a greeny browny situation, and just kind of go along the edge here with that. Actually, can I make that a little browner even? Can that be a little bit browner? Why not? Okay. And then just kind of take that along the edge here. I am very much improvising this background. I'm just mucking about until I feel like, yeah, that looks fine. Because why not? Okay. Good. Good. I think these colors to kind of recede a bit, to kind of be a little bit muted. Just because we are getting a little further away. So I want the grass on this side to be a bit brighter and more saturated. There we go. So hopefully those kind of bleed together into a kind of shore into grass motif, as it were. Now I kind of want to just start adding where I think maybe there's trees. I'm just going to start adding where I think maybe there's trees. And I want a fairly thick amount of trees, I think, back there. This is begging the question of how large is this pond in terms of how far away do I think that these trees are. I'm just going to draw some tree-shaped lines here and there. I'm not sure what kinds of trees they are yet. I'm just sort of earmarking out where I think they might be living. Okay. And I'll figure out the rest later. As you do. Yay! This is pretty much like my artistic process is just fluff around and find out. And to be honest, most of the time it works okay, at least. If not brilliantly, it works mostly okay. And that feels pretty good to me. Gonna get some further away trees in the background. They're a little smaller. A little just off down the distance. I figure that'll do. But I do want to fill in this area reasonably well, I think. With stuff. I want this place to feel, you know, nice and interesting and full of life, and not just an assemblage of sticks. But there is certainly an assemblage of sticks at the moment. Ah, shoot! Well, just gotta work on that, I guess. I hadn't actually decided what kinds of trees these are. So I'm not sure what sort of foliage I should be putting on them. Maybe, you know, I could do like a combination of foliages. They could be like a bunch of different kinds of trees. Like, why not? That's fun. Okay. So I think maybe this is the extent of the trees that we see very well, I guess. So I'm gonna starting with the ones like way in the background, and kind of thinning out my paint a little bit for these. And just adding in some very rough, abstract kind of foliage back here. What flavor of tree is this? I don't know. It's whatever you want. It's some kind of tree, certainly. Anyways. It's all good. I feel like this paint is running out of potency somehow. I didn't water it down any further, but it's like... Ah, now it's too potent. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I have strengthened the paint a little bit. For the trees that are slightly further... Oh, and then I realized that I didn't paint this one in. Hold up. For these trees that are slightly further forward. There, okay. I don't know if you can hear the little, like, of my brush, like, squishing the paint down, but it is incredibly satisfying, to me anyways, to hear it. I kind of like how slightly abstract these distant trees are. I think it's fun. I hope you do too. I'm really liking this, like, sound. Why is that so satisfying? It's so satisfying, y'all. I love it. It's so silly. Okay. I'm picking up some of this slightly stronger green now for the trees that are a little bit further forward. Or the trees that I forgot to do previously because I've run out of the other color of paint. Anyways. Apparently this is just being a very quiet Monday for me. I hope that's okay. Oh, dang, this is cute. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's cute. I actually quite like the way that these, this sort of abstract foliage is looking quite a bit. Again, I hadn't really planned this, it's just kind of what I've decided to do, and I quite like it, actually. Yay! I think it's fairly effective. I hope y'all like it. I do. Okay, now we're kind of at the trees that are like at the most frontwards of this like section. So I'm taking this kind of fresher green that I have, and I'm kind of just mixing it with the other colors that I already had on here, and I'm hopeful that this will feel the most forward of all of them. Oh, that's very watery though. Oh shoot, that's too watery, I think. Because I want these to come forward a smidge. So what I might do is actually add a little bit more bent. Now that is an absurd green for this, so if I add a little bit more of our like ochre-y color to it. But it does have a little additional depth, and I think that'll work for us here. And it's okay if the sort of foliage is a little bit transparent, a little translucent, because you would be able to see some semblance of the things behind. The foliage isn't, you know, totally full up. There's going to be gaps between the bits of plant matter, so that's fine. Oh, the other thing, I've got exciting news. I'm apparently going to the Netherlands later this summer. This was not planned. It was a case of, shoot, we need to book, like, if we're gonna go on a holiday of some kind, we need to book it. And we were planning to go somewhere else, but we looked, and it was so stinking expensive. It was so expensive, y'all. It had gone up by, like, I swear, like, 200 pounds since the last time I looked. And it was too expensive for, like, a 3-day trip. So, I was just on the off chance, I was like, how much does it cost to go to Amsterdam? And the answer was several £100 less. So that's what we're doing. So I'm having to, like, try and plan out a 3-day trip to the Netherlands. Not really knowing a lot about what to do there. And kind of intensely flying by the seat of my pants here because I had not planned for this. But, like, it looks real pretty. I think we're going to have a fun time. I do. I really do. But it was not prepared for at all. So I'm like, just a little scramble boy at the moment, trying to scramble at, like, what we're gonna do when we're there. But I think we'll have a good time. I do. I've already found several good places to get coffee. So that's exciting. Thank you for the honk towels. Hello, welcome in. I guess it should be ! Quack. You know, if I'd thought ahead, I would have put an ! Quack command onto the chat bot. Hold on, saying that, how long will it take me to do that? Here we go. Alright, so let's find out whether that works. Hey! We have an ! Quack command, everyone. I hope you enjoy it. Heck! type !quack in the chat if you want to quack along with Gerald, the LGBTQ plus mallard duck. Gerald loves you. He's a cool little guy. And I'm glad that my moderator / spouse was like, hey, would you please paint me a gay duck? Because I'm having a lovely time painting him. Let me make that a little less green. This combining of the green colors is getting quite chaotic as well, so that's fun. Okay, I think there's just one more tree, and then I am done with tree. Yay! Okay, we have a pleasant little, hopefully a pleasant little thicket of little gay trees. Happy little gay trees. It is crazy how much browner the trees in the background look now that the trees in the foreground are there, because I thought they looked pretty green before, and now I'm like, oh, they're quite brown. Uh-oh. Never mind, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'll also, I think, be adding some, like, grasses and that kind of thing to the shore there, as with this side as well. So perchance I'll actually start doing that now. Just some happy little grass. Okay. Anyways, hooray for color relevancy, says Tals. Hell yeah, that's my favorite kind of colors. Hope you're having a lovely Monday. My Monday's been, it's been okay, actually. It's been okay. But, kind of weird now, but whatever. Okay, we have some grass. Does that look better? Does that look worse? I haven't the foggiest. At this point, I just don't know. And I will maybe brown that down just a little bit. Just a little bit to make some teeny tiny grass over on the other side of the pond. Got those little patches of sort of pond grass that you get along the shore sometimes. So I'm gonna try and make some of that, I think. Hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. Okay. Anyways. Cool. It was an acceptable Monday for me, says Tals. That's better than a bad Monday, and I love that for you, I guess. I baked muffins, which I will get to eat later. I'm very excited for that. They are my famous pumpkin muffin recipe, which I think went pretty well. If it weren't for the fact that it turns out I only had about half as many raisins as I would normally add to the recipe, so they might be a little lacking in raisininess. But hey, if you hate raisins, I may have improved the recipe for you. Hurrah! So I guess that's something. I don't know. Anyways, okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Shut up, bad morning. Cool. Okay. I wonder if it's safe to take off the masking fluid yet. I'm gonna start doing a bit of an experimental peel here. This may be a mistake, I don't know. I'm also debating whether or not I want to add anything else to the background before I do this, but it's too late, we're doing it now, so it's happening. Never mind. Anyways, okay. Well, this is a duck. We like duck. Yay. Alright. I had... Oh no, I was going to tell you about a stupid idea that I had, but I don't think I have enough time before the ads run, so instead I'm just going to take a sip of my beverage and tell you, that, oh god, what's the name of this? I forget what the name of this color is. But this color is one of the, like, duochrome watercolors, so depending on sort of the light, you can see it kind of shifts from, like, green to gold. It's a fun color. I enjoy this color. These duochrome paints, I feel like I haven't gotten as much use out of them as I thought I might, which, to be honest, isn't that surprising, because trying to get, like, shiny paints to show online is such a pain in the backside. It's such a pain in the backside. As soon as you, like, take a photo of it or scan it, it just flattens it all out and it just looks like nothing. And it's like, ugh. I'm not popular enough to have art in galleries, so no one's ever going to see how good this looks. Also, I rarely sell originals unless you subscribe to my little guys. You can get an original piece from me that way. But other than that, I really don't. But never mind. Ads are about to run, so I'm going to pop on the BRB screen. You won't miss anything, because I'm going to take a little breaky break. I apologize if you see ads, but if you do, ignore them. I'll be back very shortly. You won't miss anything. And BRB, everyone. What's up, nerds? I'm back. Hi. Sorry about that. We're back! Say goodbye to the BRB screen and the BRB music. Unfortunately, I have returned. And you're just going to have to watch me for a while instead. Thank you for the welcome back, Tals. I appreciate it. But yeah, so to be honest, I kind of spent I was trying to think, what did I do today? And to be honest, I think I spent most of the day trying to research what the heck I'm going to do when I go to Amsterdam, having not prepared for this at all. Like what food do I need to have while I'm there? And the answer is, it seems like a lot of things with breadcrumbs on them, like little croquettes and stuff, is, like, very popular, which is great, because I can't eat regular bread. So, oh no. That bodes, potentially a little poorly for me, in terms of, I don't know, sampling local cuisine. I do hear there's a lot of good Indonesian food, though, so, I mean, that's a safe and delicious choice for me. You know, like, fried rice, steamed rice, tofu. What's Dutch for gluten-free? Okay, I am going to horribly mispronounce this, but I think it's just, gluten-free. I think that's it. It's fairly the same. That's an excellent question, Tals. Sledge, my darling moderator / spouse, has requested an affirmation time. Thank you, sweetheart. I would very much love to affirm some things for you. So, let me fetch some affirmation cards. I did in fact look up what was gluten-free. Actually, I will say that we're very lucky in as much as where the hotel that we booked is. We didn't really look at what was around the hotel before we booked it. It was just like, this hotel is an acceptable price for that number of nights. Let's just nab it. So we just nabbed it before the prices on everything went up again. And it's like 5 minutes walk from a gluten-free bakery that does croissants. Do you know how long it's... I used to have a croissant every week. And I haven't had one in over 6 months. And this place does croissants. I recognize that they're going to be probably a slightly different texture to the regular ones. But y'all, I am pumped about the prospect of having a croissant. I'm probably going to go get one every day that we're there. There's also... I've never found a good gluten-free croissant, says Tals. I've never seen one in the wild. I think because they're very hard to replicate. There is a place in London that I think does them, but it's really out of the way. It's like you take the gluten-free. There we go. That is a horrible mispronunciation, I'm sure. Because I cannot speak Dutch. Dutch is hard. If you're not used to the G being like a H sound, it's really, and I'm not doing that correctly. It's a tough language to get your like mouth. There's no way to get your mouth to make the right shapes, to make the right sounds. It's very difficult. I'm kind of hoping that it's been long enough since I had a regular croissant that I'll be like, this is good, even if it's like kind of dense and it doesn't have the same texture. There are some things that are definitely easier to do gluten-free, for sure. Like, you know, brownies. Brownies are brilliant. I think like short crust, that kind of thing is not so difficult, like pastry type short things. But anything that's supposed to have, like, you know, stretch and extensibility is going to be rough. Anyways, I've been shuffling these cards for 5 minutes, so let's get an affirmation for my moderator / spouse, and indeed for everyone in the chat. We all grow a little differently. This is true. This is true. And you know, I think that, okay, this little guy is adorable, number one. But number two, I think that's something that, I don't know about y'all, but that's something that I sometimes, have a bit of a time with. Like, am I, you know, and I think anyone that's sort of reached a certain age has thought this at some point. Unless you're just prototypically goddamn perfect, in which case, bully for you, I guess. But the rest of us are like, have we hit the same, like, life milestones as our peers? Mainly grow outwards, says Sledge. I mean, as far as my butt is concerned, that is true. It has definitely grown outwards. But, you know, I'm still growing as a human being. If I look back on the things I was thinking and saying and doing like 10 years ago, I've matured since then. And the things that I've learned about myself have increased since then. And, where was I going with this? I don't know. I think the older I get, the more I grow into being myself, which is, it's just kind of nice. It's kind of nice. But also, you know, if it's not in the same ways as everyone else, that's fine. Your journey is your own, and how that goes and the speed at which the various different chapters of your journey go are all fine, because we're all on different journeys, so they're not going to look the same. And whatever you're up to, even when it feels like you're just kind of standing still, like, there is growth happening in there. It's just waiting for the right time to blossom. So yeah, that's your affirmation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it makes you feel good, because you should all feel very good about yourselves, because you're all wonderful. And you know, these affirmations make me a little bit emotional, because I get to talk about how much I love y'all and how you're all very special and good. And that gives me some feelings. So I'm having some feelings now. So thank you for the feelings. And I love you all. And thank you for the affirmation time. Welcome back, Gerald. And hello, TTS Nicole. Thank you, Sledge. Anyways, love y'all, seriously. I hope that affirmation gives you some joy and comfort and whatever. You deserve it. And I'm going to try and put down some... I keep wanting to... My mouth keeps wanting to say foliage, but it doesn't mean foliage. It means plumage. The word is plumage, you dingbat. Why do I keep doing this? Ah! I mean plumage. Okay, I feel like the bit sort of like the tummy plumage here, honestly, like this brown is perfect for that. So that'll do quite nicely. And I think I'm going to use this like medium brush for that. I think it's probably the right choice. So let me just, oh my god, there's so much green in the, okay, this is a problem. I should have taken care of this on the BRB. I didn't realize how much green was just lingering in the paint water, because that's kind of a problem now. Are those leaves? No, they're feathers. They're gonna be feathers. But I need, I think I genuinely need to, this paint water, I don't know if you can see it, like, it doesn't look that green, but it's super green inside. Feathers plus plumage equals foliage. Yes, absolutely. I'll be back in just a second. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyways, are you changing it for me, my love? Oh, thank you, Dove. Okay, my moderator / spouse is changing my my paint water for me. Thank you, baby. Anyways. Heck. Okay. So I think this brown will work perfectly. This is a blend of mahogany brown with cobalt turquoise.
Tasted quite nice.
Did you, babe? Do not sip the paint water. That is bad behavior. I do not condone. Thank you for the water, though. I have beverages for sippies. I did not get a new beverage on my BRB break because I was not thinking correctly. So, whoops. Anyways. Okay. I am honestly kind of tempted to, like, maybe add some little bright spots of, like, rainbow-colored wildflowers in the background here and there. But I don't want them to pull focus from our beautiful duck up top here. So I'm feeling a little conflicty about that. I'm not sure what I want to do with that, but okay. Gonna start by just painting in sort of a base layer of this rich brown duck front. I don't know what would you call this? Is this the breast? I don't know. I shouldn't be talking about duck breast. I'll get TOS'd. I don't want that either. It's not what I mean, TOS, and you should know that. But I don't know if they do. Okay, for like the other portions of color, it's kind of a similar color, but it's like more grayed out. And subtler. And my photo scrolled away from me. No! Let me look at Burb. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly, but hopefully at least it's cute. Should I bring it a little bit farther down in front, just like that? Yeah, sure, why not? I'd say breast, but I like to live dangerously like that, says Styles. Fair enough. I mean, sure, he's got a beautiful breast. There we go. Why not? Okay. Now, the
new limited edition blue raspberry fight milk makes you almost as cool as Hornet.
Oh my god.
Plop, 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 plop.
Mara, hello. Thank you so much for the... Oh, it looks like the little guy is sharing their fight milk with Gerald, the gay ballad. Mara, thank you so much for the fight milk and for the kiwi that is now perched on my head. I am sitting very still because I do not wish to disturb the kiwi that's hanging out up there. I gotta say I don't mind. It's kind of a pleasant scalp massage. It's not that bad. Not that bad. That was kind of fun. So thank you for that, Mira. Thank you. Every dang time it jump scares me. Why do I get jump scared by my own alerts? Who knows? But I do. Anyways, thank you for that. Okay. I am for the wing, and then kind of the other bits of the burb. I'm just combining this brown with some Mars black, so it's a little bit more neutral. And I'm watering it right down because some of these areas are quite light in color, but they're not like white feathers. They're just very light feathers. So literally just gonna kind of slap that on everywhere as like a base. And then we'll go from there. And hopefully that'll be cute. You know what? I feel like he's already starting to feel more like an actual duck, which is nice. I forgot to look up mallard facts while I was on break, so I apologize for that. Mallard fact number 1, they're cute. Number 2, you see a lot of them about on ponds. Number 3, they're cute. Number 4, this one's gay. There you go. Happy Pride, everybody! Oh yeah, I did warn you if we finished this painting way too quickly and I had to work on other stuff on stream. Literally, they have curly tail feathers. This tells. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I love that for them. They are very cute. They're the kind of I've never really given that much thought to them. I think in part because they're quite they've been quite ubiquitous in places where I've been before, so they feel very normal to me, but oh man, they're so cute. I mean, there's a lot of things that are very normal to me here. Oh yeah, you can really, okay, in this photo here from BirdLife Data Zone, you can really see the tail curls there. How heckin' cute is that? That's adorable. But yeah, I'm just gonna, while that dries for a second, I'm just gonna make you look at this. Do you ever just feel so stupid, but you can't help it? So I've been sketching. I haven't been not doing art off stream. I've been sketching in the last few days. And I sketched some Star Trek people in love because I'm thinking too hard about Star Trek at the moment. Back on my nonsense. And also, I don't know, it's Dax. It's just Dax Deep Space Nine. And it says, gender, I hardly know her. Happy Pride Month, everyone. So I'm gonna finish that at some point. Cause yeah, I mean, my art is always kind of queer. Quite queer most of the time. But I feel like I have to increase the queer when it's Pride Month. Like it's my duty as an LGBT to increase that. So, you know, I gotta. So I do. Anyways. Ho hum. Okay. Let's get the remaining color situation down on. Now, sometimes you can see this funky little stripe on mallards, and I'm like, do I add that to the little bit of the wing that you can see here? And the answer is a resounding I'm not sure. But I kind of feel like I want to, because it's such a fun little funky little, like, detail for them to have. So I think it would be fun if there was just a little fun art, says Tells. I tried my best, thank you. I am indeed I am always trying my best. Sometimes my best isn't very good, but it's still what I'm trying. Anyways. I think I do want to add just that little hint. That's just that little hint of a stripe poking out, because I think it's so much fun. So I will leave a little, like, space for that, I think, when I get there. But I want to do... So the wing has kind of... Oh, can you be a little bit more... A little more saturated here. There we go. The wing's got some deeper color on it. Like so. You can kind of fade that out. No, just left a little section for that funny little stripe that in my sledge, the hive mind is working correctly right now, because he says, in my original envisioning of Gerald, that stripe was the pride flag colors. That's what I was gonna do. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's perfect. Hell yeah. We're gonna do that. He's also carrying a flag in his beak, but we are gonna do the pride flag colors right there. So I'm gonna attempt to do that right now. Yay. I'm gonna inexplicably start with yellow. So we'll go like red, orange, yellow, and then I'll do orange and then red, because that makes total sense. Okay.
Attention,
Twitch user Sammy Kelch.
shoppers.
Hello. Welcome in. You are bang on time for me painting a little pride flag onto Gerald the mallard duck's wing here. Hello, hello, Raiders. How are you doing? Welcome in. It's lovely to see you. Sammy Ann, how was your stream? Welcome, welcome. Let me get a shout out for you to chat. Assuming I can spell correctly. It is really hard to type and speak at the same time. Like, it's really hard. I don't know why, but it's tough. Anyways, welcome in, Raiders. Sammy Ann, how was your stream? What'd you get up to today? It is lovely to see you, and welcome. Thank you once again for entrusting this stream with your wonderful community of people. And Bickman, hello, welcome in as well. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful Monday. How is your Mondays going? I hope they are good. And welcome. For anyone who's new here, hi. My name is Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy art streams on Mondays and most Thursdays, and I do cozy game streams on Fridays, and every once in a while on a Thursday if I'm feeling extra crispy. We'll see what we're up to this week. I honestly don't know yet. You'll find out later. You'll find out as soon as I do.
Attention,
Twitch user Sammy Kelch.
shoppers.
Hello, welcome in. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's a double raid. What does it mean? What does it mean? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Hello. Dayla, how was your stream? It's lovely to see you. Welcome on in. And hello, friends. Hello, Chat, let me scroll. Hello, Dayla. Welcome in. Hello, Candy Cane. Hello. Hello, Narita. Welcome. And Dobro Cat. Hello. The Lord's Guard. Welcome in. Lovely to see y'all. Truly it is. Sir Dracker, hello, welcome in. And Milkawai, hello. That Gamer. And Ray Kuchiki, hello, welcome in. Hello. Welcome on in. Sir Dracker, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. Lovely to see y'all. Welcome. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Sammy had also just rated, apparently did a post-event sketch page. Teachers get an extra hour. Thanks to the Aussies in chat. Amazing. Dobro Cat, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome on in. For anyone, for the two people who just rated, Sammy Ann and Nayla, if you would like to share any art with us, I would love to share it with the chat. You can whisper a link to me of what you're working on, or just anything on your socials or whatever. It's all good. I would love to share it with everyone if you would like to. But we are an art optional chat, so if you want to just chill, it's all good too. But hi, allow me to introduce myself again. Hello, my name is Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. I do cozy art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays and occasionally on a Thursday if I'm feeling extra crispy. This week remains to be seen. Malito, hello, welcome in. Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Monday. Hope everyone is having a Monday. Hope everyone is having a Monday that is a good Monday. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. I'll be prepping it fantastic, Adela. Feel free to pop it on into the whispers when you are ready, but no pressure, obviously. Extra crispy. It's honestly, it's a mood. Let me get a shout out for you in the chat. But yeah, if anyone is not familiar with the things that I do here, I'm a traditional artist working primarily in watercolors and other similar wet medias. Today we are painting Gerald here, who is a gay mallard duck, as requested by my moderator / spouse. I said I wanted to do something for Pride Month, and he said, I would like to see a gay mallard duck named Gerald. And who am I? Who am I to not do this amazing request? It's so stinking cute, so I'm very, very happy. Yes. Do I have... In case anyone's wondering what my art looks like when it's done, I just did an entire month's worth of art for Hollow Knight Art Month. But if you're not familiar with the Hollow Knights, I do paint other things, believe it or not. Here's a stupid little bookshop that we did a little while ago, and wouldn't you know it, it took so stinking long. Because I keep giving myself books to paint, and little bookshelves takes forever. But never mind. It's all good. Anyways, Cat says, oh my god, I love Gerald already. Oh, thank you so much. Gerald loves you too. You do book so wonderfully, says Savian. Aw, jeez. Aw, beans. Y'all are gonna make me blush. What are you doing? Anyways, we have some orts to look at from Nayla and from Savvy Ann, so let me cue these up so we can go have a little look-see. And thank you so much for sharing, y'all. I do appreciate it. I do love getting to see what... Oh, it's so pretty! I do very much enjoy getting to see what folks are up to on their streams. It's nice. It feels good. So thank you very much for that. And, yeah. Right. Now, just... Sorry, I'm wrangling I'm wrangling browser tabs in the background, so if I'm making any weird noises, it's just because I'm trying to wrangle the browser tabs. Okay, alright, so this is from Nayla, and I will get another shout out for Nayla in the chat in just a second. Hopefully that works. Look how pretty! Look how pretty this is. This is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful foliage. These lovely, lovely flora. This is so peaceful. This is so peaceful, I'd like to take a nap in it. This is really, really beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I love it very much. I love the little lavender buds because they are my favorite and they're very, very cute. And let me get another shout out for you in the chat as well, if I can remember how to do it. Which is always a question, but there you go. Okay, if you are not following Nayla, you can go click that link right now. Go do follows if you would like to. I highly recommend it because it is a wonderful place to hang out and the artwork is beautiful. And Sammy Ann, also go follow. Wonderful, beautiful things. Oh, such as, get a look at this absolute friend. If you like whimsy and dragons and that kind of thing, Sammy Ann is a great place to hang out. And also did this this absolutely adorable Nintendo piece. It's like a tribute to the Switch, and I love it so much. I love it so much. I recognize several of these characters because I've played several of these games. I confess, I haven't played all of these games, but I know some of them, and they're so stinking cute. I love them so much. Especially Tom Nook, because Animal Crossing is my favorite, but this whole thing is just really delightful. And yeah, if you're not following Sammy Ann and you like whimsy. Also, Sammy Ann did this amazing, you can see it up on the banner here, this series of Sailor Moons as mermaids painted with tea, which is amazing, and I love it. So, yeah. Go give Nayla a follow. Go give Sammy Ann a follow. all the lovely follows, for all the lovely raters. It won't let me shout you out because it's too soon after the last one. Not fair, not fair. We're going to have to wait a minute, and then I will give another shout out to Sammy Ann. But you can just click on her name in the chat if you want to follow as well. But yes, Nayla, your art is beautiful, and your stream is lovely, and everyone should go follow you. Anyways, and thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. And yeah, hi, everyone. I hope everyone's having good... I hope everyone had... a nice weekend as well. I was trying to remember earlier what I've actually been up to, and basically I think my brain's been pretty occupied since like yesterday and then earlier today with like trying to plan this holiday that I'm unexpectedly going on. I mean, I was expecting to go on a holiday later this summer. We're not large budget holiday people because I don't have that much money. But we do have it in us to go on a little like 3-day break. So we were going to go to Sweden, but the flight price was like 700 quid, and I was like, forget that. So we're going to Amsterdam instead, which is a good deal closer anyways. But yeah. Nayla says, I need to go and cook something, but thank you for the warm welcome and sharing my work. Of course, thank you so much again for the raid. I'll be doing a lurky durky. Enjoy the arts. Thank you so much again, and have a lovely, lovely lurk. Go enjoy your food, and go decompress, and all that jazz, and thank you again. Yeah, and thank you all for sticking around through the raids. I do appreciate it. I am just, I apologize for Arm. Arm will go away in just a second. I'm just painting. You know how mallard ducks have usually like that little blue stripe on their wing? This mallard duck has a little pride flag on their wing. Because it's Pride Month. And because I can. And I thought it would be cute. And in fact, I was thinking of doing it, and then my moderator / spouse who suggested, who asked to do this artwork in the first place, was like, you know, I was thinking that their little like wing patch could be a little pride flag, and I was like, I couldn't agree more about anything at all ever in my life. That is perfect. Very much on the same wavelength, which is amazing. You'll love to experience it. I'm very happy about that. Okay. I'm just having to like mix up a purple with my red and blue here because the purple in this palette that I have is it's a little too pinkish. So I wanted a bit of a more just sort of like straight ahead, like directly between red and blue purple. So that is what I have done. And now, happy Pride, friends. I think that's going to look really, really cute, or at least I hope it's going to look really cute. We shall see. Sammy says, you know you have found a suitable life partner when ideas like that collide in both of your brains. Truly, like we don't have all the same interests. We don't have all the same thoughts and feelings. We don't have all the same preferences. God, I do not wish, you know, my many like sensitivities, emotional dysregulations, and like just mental shortcomings on my moderator / spouse, but sometimes he is correct. We share a brain cell. And he's got the brain cell today, can you tell? Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my extremely cold coffee. This coffee comes from Bolivia, I believe. It comes from Bolivia, but via Ozone Roasters, who are based here in London. Not that I'm in London, but I'm in the same country as London. You get it. Anyways. I'm going to be in London later this week. And I'm feeling foreboding. I'm feeling mild foreboding about it. Because the weather forecast at the moment is... Jesus, Murphy, what? No! No, get in the garbage. Maybe I'm gonna not go to London. Because that's nasty. It's gonna be a high of 28 degrees. And sunny. All day. In London. And you know, if it's 28 degrees and sunny in London, it feels like 30 something. It's gonna be nasty. Sammy Ann says, I shall get some lunch and watch quietly from the lurk. I can't wait to see some more of Gerald. Thanks for the lovely place to land. And thank you for landing here, and have a lovely, lovely lurk. Enjoy your food and all that. My moderator / spouse wants to know if I would like another drink. Could you builder's tea me, my lovey? A builder's tea, please. Maybe I'll put it in the chat. Builder's tea. I don't want to shout into the other room. So I'll just pop it in the chat. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Okie dokie. I think before I get into like the other sort of fun colored foliage up there, I want to add some what I like to call feathery doots to this little buddy. I think that's the best way to describe them, is feathery doots. You know, a feathery doot. I don't know how else to describe it. You know, like plumage texture. I want to add some plumage texture to the to this ducky. So I'm just having a little look-see at the entire Google image search page for for mallard ducks. And I'm gonna try and get some, hopefully. I mean, this isn't, here's the thing about me painting birds. I do try and make them look like birds for some reason. Like, I paint other stuff and I'm not super concerned about it looking like super accurate. Like if you've seen my hamsters, they're dressed like Victorian ladies. But I do try and be like somewhat true to form when it comes to bird paintings for some reason. But on the other hand, this isn't a scientific illustration. It's fine. For instance, hold up. Before I start, I'm dithering because I don't want to ruin it. I did this sticker sheet of plovers a few months ago. It was very fun. I enjoy it. Can you tell I enjoy a shorebird? Because I painted like 6 different plovers. I swear I do paint things other than birds. For instance, I did mention this to the chat earlier. I've been doing some sketchies of blorbos. I sure can, sisters. I wasn't planning to do any of these on stream because I feel like I don't want to get too heavy into the weeds of doing like niche fan art of a TV show from the 90s. Because that's where my brain's at right now. It's Star Trek. It's Star Trek. Look at these little, look at his little scales. This little lizard boy. And a little human doctor. And they're in love. Happy Pride Month. And then I just sketched this last night, and it's like my favorite thing now. If anyone ever asks what my gender is, I'm just gonna say that. Everyone will hate me. But it'll be worth it. Okay, anyways, that's the stupid stuff I'm up to when I'm not streaming. So, yeah, anyways. Okay. I have some nice mahogany brownish here, and I'm gonna try and get some pleasant little feathery textures. They're kind of like this. That's darker than I was expecting, but actually that's okay. I think that's okay. These relatively close together, I think, because there's quite a lot of them up top, and then they grow a little bit sparser the further we get down. So I'll try and do that way. Okay. I have no idea if these textures are working, but I also don't want it to look super, I don't know. Well, basically I don't want it to look bad. I need it to look organic. That's the word I'm looking for. I would like it to look relatively organic. And not just like I'm a painter painting rows of these little feather textures. Okay. Hopefully it'll look okay. Anyways, I hope everyone... Oh, never mind. I have beverage. I have breuvage. Ooh, and it's in a mug with birds on it. That's so relevant. Wait, sweetheart, come back. Mwah. Okay, I'll see you later, sweetie.
Love you.
Thank you. I love you too. My moderator slash spouse has brought me a cup of tea. An excellent moderator slash spouse, if ever there was one. Mmm. Oh, and it's perfect. Is this just the PG tips, my love? Is this just the PG tips? PG tips?
Yeah.
Perfection. Thank you. It's delicious. I do like a PG tips. I don't know if y'all saw, but I posted this video a couple years ago. It's like an hour long, and it's just me trying every like standard English tea that I could find. Every standard English tea and one standard Irish tea that I could find. No spoilies, but I do have some favorites. I do have some very not favorites. And I'm gonna be real with you, some of the results really surprised me. So maybe they'd surprise you too. I don't know. Anyways, I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to be more... I'm trying to upload more regularly with less research intensive and insanely difficult to make videos. And you can see how that's going. But I think the one that I'm working on right now, actually I'm working on 2 right now, and one of them I think is going to not take as long. The other one has taken several years and is not done yet, so make of that what you will. And that one's got a twist as well. So that one's going to be, I really hope anyone watches it. It's going to end up that thing is going to end up being like 3 hours long, I swear. Am I selling this channel as a thing you should be watching? I don't know. But here we are. Regardless, I hope you like it. I have a fun time doing them. And I am like a hair's breadth away from 200 subscribers on that channel. I would really love to get there. Not that it makes any difference. I just like nice round numbers. I do get ad money if I hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes of my channel being watched. But that feels like a pretty large ask. And I'm not super confident that's gonna happen for me. But so it goes. Okay. This is gonna sound creepy, but I need to find a good reference of the duck's undercarriage to paint it. That does sound creepy. I don't feel good saying that. Oh no. Oh beans. Anyways. Of course, none of the references I can find are particularly useful. Great, good, love that for me. Just let me see the underside of the duck, damn it. But like not in a weird way. Okay, I do appreciate this reference. I should have. Oh my, says Tals, I'm sorry. What if I'd done this pose, y'all? Like, what if, am I regretting my pose choices? No-ish. But that is a really good pose. Oh well, maybe next time. I did contemplate having Gerald doing like a quack, but then if he's doing a quack, then he can't hold his flag in his beak, and that was really important to me to make sure that y'all know this duck gay. Because it's Pride Month, and we love that here. Thank you for the exclamation mark quack! From Tals, thank you. Have you looked at the pics on eBird? Ooh, I should. Thank you very much, Yana Bamanara. Thank you. Also, hello. Honestly, I think I can... Okay. I need the bigger brush for this. Because I'm just gonna... Just shading the undercarriage in a little bit more, that's all. Just shading in the undercarriage. Hi. Hello. I hope your Monday is going well. Mine is going full of ducks. Oh. Duck appropriate comment. My Monday is going swimmingly. Oh, another source of the all about. Oh, I do know all about birds. I do know all about birds. Okie dokie. I've got some shades. She plays the good picks for birds. I do love good bird picks. I really do. I love birds. Can you tell? Okay. I'm just not sure how much. I'm not sure how much texture I do want to add to the I mean, it is a slightly different feathery texture, I think. So I'll try and do it justice. Anyways, this tea is delicious. It is just a builder's tea, I know, but it's a very nice builder's tea. Okay, so I think the texture I'm going to be adding in here is going to be quite subtle, I think, compared to otherwise, but hopefully. It does just convey a nice subtle sense of texture, because there isn't as much. When the feathers are very light colored, I think sometimes you get a situation where like the texturing is much more kind of subtle, I guess. So, yay, there we go. Love that for us. I'm actually gonna, where's my, I have a little piece of tissue here for blotting. Gonna blot, blot, blot. Okay. All right. I think I'm happy with that for now. I don't want to overdo it on the texture because I do want this to be relatively simple-ish. Simple-ish, I think, is the vibe. So to that end, I'm going to leave that chunk for now. And I'm going to do our beak, for which I'm going to use this lovely, lovely yellow. Because I need a nice bright straight ahead yellow, and none of these are really a nice bright straight ahead yellow. I've got like ochre, and then I've got like whatever this is. Like kiwi, I would call that that color is the inside of a kiwi fruit. Not a kiwi bird, a kiwi fruit. It's very different. Speaking of kiwi fruit, have y'all seen there is this series of adverts, this series of Japanese adverts featuring these two, I think it's stop motion animated kiwi fruit. And I had the song from one of them stuck in my head for like several days. Kiwi, 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 something in Japanese. I don't know the words because I don't speak Japanese. It's so cute. They're so weird. I love it. I love them so much. One of them is a green kiwi, one of them is a gold kiwi, and they're, I don't know, they're best friends or something. It's very cute. I am a kiwi enjoyer. I don't eat, I oftentimes will like crave kiwi fruit to eat, and then I'll eat one and be like, oh damn, that's more sour than I was expecting. I think the saddest thing about the Japanese kiwi fruit mascots is that they did make little plushies of them, but because they're all the way from Japan, and that was like a few years ago from the looks of it, they're like, you can buy them on eBay if you want to spend like an inordinate amount of money on some little plushies of little kiwi fruit with faces. I'm gonna see if I can find like just a still photo for y'all to look at, because it is very fun. See if I can find the no, these are just pictures of kiwi fruits. Ah, here they are. Oh, they're brothers apparently. They're the Zespri brothers. Oh my god, they're so cute. Okay, brace yourselves for these little guys. Just imagine these two stop motion. I'll see if I can post a link in the Discord after stream. Here's a link to the Discord if you want to join. It's a quiet place, but we have fun there. You can share if you've had a nice cup of tea recently, or you've made yourself a lovely meal, or you've done some interesting arts and crafts, or if you stream and you want to let us know when you're live, or if you have anything else that you want to shamelessly self-promo, or if you want to find out when I'm live, I always post there as well. I try and post the stream schedule at the top of the week, etc., etc. It's a quiet place, but we do have fun there. And yeah, you can if you would like to. Anywho. But obviously no pressure if you don't. It's all good. Did I miss the very end of that beak? I think I maybe did. Oh shoot, I think I maybe did. It's a little longer than that. Or did I accidentally just make it too long? I don't know. Heck. Did I ruin the beak? Who knows? Because I just want to be a little bit sort of... The duck beak is a little rounded on the end, so hopefully that'll do. Okay, anyways. Sledge just popped a YouTube link into the chat, which I assume is the advert. I won't run it on stream because I'm scared that I'll get copyright struck. But you can look at it there if you want to. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. I think what's next? Ooh, orange feet. I need to draw the orange feet in. Or paint the orange feet in. So we'll color that in now. I'll get my nice vibrant orange here. But not... I have an extremely vibrant orange, but it breaks the internet. It's too vibrant. It's a little scary. So I'm gonna not use that one. But I will show you if you want to just prepare yourself, brace yourself for this orange, because it is ridiculous. And I say this with the full knowledge that you can't even see how bright it is on stream because the camera refuses to pick it up correctly. It's even brighter than this IRL. It's terrifying. It's orange +1. It's prang. That's prang. We are not using that today because I don't want the only thing that you notice about this painting to be Gerald's feet. He has lovely feet, but I don't want to do that to his feet. I want his feet to look, you know, relatively normal for a duck. Not that I have any skill whatsoever in drawing duck feet, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try anyways. I'm gonna give it our best, and they'll be fine. They'll be perfect just the way they are, just like Gerald. Happy Pride, Gerald, you absolute gosh dang legend. We love you so much. Orange squared, says Cat. Correct. 100% correct. I am so sorry to anyone's eyes for having to see Gerald's feet pics is a different stream on a different platform. Yeah, that's for his only feathers. And, you know, good for him. Okay, I need to make a Gerald's head green. A nice rich mallard green if I can. So let me see what I can put together using the paints that I have. I think if I take a good chunk of this helio green is insane. It is like so stupidly pigmented compared to any other watercolor I own. I swear to gosh. It just eats other pigments like Galactus eats planets. It eats other pigments like I eat everything bagel seasoning. I recently found everything bagel seasoning at the at my local supermarket, which if you're from North America probably doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but it's not really a thing here in the UK, and as you can tell by my accent, I live in the United Kingdom. So the fact that I managed to find everything bagel seasoning at our local supermarket was like, so obviously I got, like, actually my moderator slash spouse bought me a container of it for my birthday, and I very much appreciate that because, oh boy, you know what I'm probably going to do later today? I'm probably going to have a bagel with everything bagel seasoning because I just remembered there's a bagel in the kitchen that is going to need to get eaten or be frozen. And there's cream cheese in the fridge, which will go off if I do not eat it. So, oh no, I guess I'm going to have an everything bagel. And yes, I do know that the bagels here, it's a supermarket bagel. It's not a good bagel. It's also a supermarket gluten-free bagel, so it's even worse. But, like, beggars with, like, wheat sensitivity cannot be choosy. But everything bagel seasoning makes it just a little bit more chef's kiss. What an unfortunate turn of events, says Talz. I know, however shall I cope? Lino, hello! I see that Lino was summoned by Bagel Discourse because they assert that there are no good bagels. My friend, I have never felt so compelled to use the phrase agree to disagree, but I have to agree to disagree. Also, it's wonderful to see you. Hello, 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 and much love. And you're also here just in time for an ad break, so I'm going to BRB. But not because of your bagel opinions. I still love you. Anyways, I'll be back in just a minute. Enjoy the BRB screen. In the meantime, I'll see y'all in just a minute. BRB. Hello, friends. We are back. We are back. We are very back. We're so back. Oh my goodness. Hi. Thank you for sticking around. It's nice to have returned. It's nice to see you again. I hope that you had a nice little break. I hope you had an opportunity to do a little stretchy do if you needed it, or a little have a little something to sip on if you needed to hydrate, anything like that. I hope you were able to do it. If you're supposed to have taken medication and you have not done that, well, get on that now, for one thing. There's your little reminder from your dutiful streamer. Hello. I did take my medication this morning. Yay! Feeling a little nervous about my medication, actually, because we, not to get too heavy into my personal medicine journey, but I started taking something about 6 months ago that has been absolutely instrumental in making me feel so much better. Like, remembering what feeling normal feels like, and then the doctor's like, yeah, after a few months, usually you can stop taking it. The last time I had my prescription refilled, and I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Didn't give me any advice on how to stop taking the medication. Like, do I need to, like, taper down to a smaller dosage, or do I just stop cold turkey? They didn't say. So I've been taking it, like, sort of staggered instead of every day. I started taking it every other day. Now I'm taking it every third day. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Your girl's symptoms are coming back. So I'm hoping that stops. Either I hope that stops, or I hope they'll let me have more medicine if it doesn't. Because, yeah. Do not love that for me. Anyways, so that's a thing. But enough about me. Let's get back to the much, much more important matter at hand here, which is our lovely friend Gerald here. Gerald is a beautiful gay mallard duck. And I am going to try and combine some greens into something that feels like mallard's head green. Bearing in mind I will be overlaying this with a coating of my, I think Oceanic is the name of the color. This is the Oceanic Duochrome paint from Daniel Smith Watercolors. which is so lovely. I do like Daniel Smith as a watercolor brand generally. The duochromes are really fun. I don't play with them as often as I kind of feel like I might like to, just because they're shiny, and I do find that the shine is really, it's like so luminous and cool and interesting in person, and then on the internet it just flattens it right out and it doesn't look nearly as impressive. It's very hard, I think, to display how cool this stuff looks over the internet. Like, it really is. I want this to be slightly darker of a green, so I'm actually adding a little bit of this Mars Black. I'm hoping that'll do it. The Mars Black is very, very transparent, so I don't think it's going to add too much. But I don't want to... I want to darken the color without, like, muddying it too much, if that makes sense. So, like, oftentimes to, like, you know, make a color, like, deeper, a good way to do it is to add, like, its complement. Like, if you want, like, a deeper green, add some red to it, right? And you can get some very good effects with that. But if you add too much, it can kind of make it less and less green. And I would like this to be very green, but, like, just a darker green. And so that's what I'm attempting and aiming for here. And the Mars Black is also, it's not a very strongly pigmented black. It's a very, like, translucent, transparent, not very strong black. So I can kind of get away with using a reasonable amount here and having it still look, you know, pretty good. Okay, this is the scary bit. Because this is a kind of an important focal point of the piece. So, do I have a bit of paper I can just sort of test it out on? No. Ish. Do I? No. Ish. That's the terrible drawing canvas. I can't test it out on that. I'm not going to test it out on my Deep Space Nine sketchies. Because, yeah. Also, I do apologize to anyone who is like, stop talking about your stupid Star Trek fan art. I'm sorry. You streamers in hyperfixation mode and can't help it. It just happens right now. Okay, I put too much paint on this little test piece of paper. Now I'm trying to get rid of it. That's a good mallard green, though, I think. That's really nice. So this should work well, I hope. Yeah, okay. Alright. Just gonna scooch that out of the way. Alright, so hopefully I have enough of it. It suddenly doesn't look like very much paint, but I think there's a lot of paint being sucked up into the brush here, so... Actually, maybe too much paint being sucked up into the brush here. I don't want it to... Ooh! Sorry to get so excited about my own paint, but that is a very beautiful mallard green. Yay! Okay, I just almost oversaturated the brush here, actually, because I would like us to get some nice watercolory texture and not have it too sort of dry and brush strokey, which is a genuine risk if you don't have enough paint on your brush. But on the other hand, this coating of paint is now thick with 4 C's. That's a lot of thickness. Oh, what was it that I was looking at recently? It was like a historical document, and the author was named like Robert Thickness or something like that, but his surname was Thickness, but it was spelled slightly differently, and I was like, huh. It's an interesting surname. There are some names that you see in history that seem to be very rare after a certain point. I can't think of any. I don't know anyone named Thickness. What a surname. I'm so glad that my surname isn't Thickness. I feel like I would have been... I feel like if my surname had been Thickness, I would have been teased at school. They absolutely would have made fun of me. Thickness! Even though it's spelled differently. It's different. Oh my god, kids, be nice. Behave. Anyways. I'm just imagining imaginary kids that don't exist doing bullying. I don't know what kids get bullied about these days. I hope nothing. We shouldn't bully each other. We should be nice to each other. It's nice to be nice. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a real pretty mallard green, actually. I think that's okay. I hope it looks okay. I will say, before you paint the eye in, it just looks so... Which is like the blank white circle where the eye would be looks so creepy. I don't love that. I find that very unnerving. I do not like that at all. No, no, no. But what I will do is pick up a little bit of this brown, and then I'm going to add some of this, what was originally orange but is now ochre. Or sort of orangey ochre here. And just create the color of the little flag stick. Which I tried so hard to align perfectly on the two sides of his beak and somehow managed not... Without the eye, Gerald has no soul. Unfortunately, we have to wait for the green paint to dry before giving him his soul back, I suppose. Sorry about that, Tulls. That makes it feel so weird. Oh no. Oh no, poor... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gerald. I'm so sorry. I don't want to put, like, lines between all of the stripes of the pride flag, but I will just lightly demarcate out the center point of it so that I know that my stripes are more or less on track. Because wouldn't be the first time that I started doing a pride flag and the stripes ended up being, like, entirely the wrong size, and partway through I'm like, ah, shoot, purple's not gonna fit. What do I do? I'm not making an incomplete pride flag, damn it. All of the colors are equally important to me. Okie dokie. And to that end, I will do the pride flag now. Yeah. So, okay. For the pride flag, I will need this set of colors because they're much more closer to, like, straight ahead, or not straight at all. Closer to Pride Month ahead. Like rainbow colors. And for the pride flag, I feel like we should get as close to like a rainbow as we can. So. First is red. Hopefully I'm giving red enough space, but not giving it too much space. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little more space, especially down at this end, I think. There, okay. Alright, pride flag has a stripe, hurrah! I think I'm actually gonna do, so I don't have to wait for red to dry, I think I'm gonna do purple next. I think that might work. So I'm actually going to try taking this purple color that I already have in the palette, which is not, it's too pink of a purple in and of itself. So I'm going to add a smidgen of blue to it to create, I think that's a good purple. I think that's a good purple. So I'll use this purple for this. Okie dokie. There we go. Again, hopefully of an appropriate Mr. thickness. Cool. Yay! Pride! Okay. Next we rinse. And there's a giant bead of water on my brush, which I do not need. I pick up some orange. And I already had some orange on my palette from thingy. Ah. Why am I so bad at creating even stripes? I don't know. Oh well, I think as long as you get the idea, and you'll get the idea, it'll be fine. Okay, either a child is singing along with a pop song or is in extreme distress outside, and I can't tell. I think it's singing along, in which case that's very cute. But if it's the other one, oh no. Alright, next up is blue. I just added way too much water to my brush, so now this blue is a gazillion times too wet. Oh no. Also, did I just break my brush? Uh-oh. No, I think my brush is okay. Okay. It's alright then. Okay. Actually, I think this blue will do. It's nice and bright. This is just an incredibly bright, like, this is a very pigmented blue. It's very intense. It's a very intensive blue. But that's no bad thing. Okay. Can I get an amount of yellow? I've got some yellow on the palette already. This palette, by the way, in case anyone doesn't know, is the lid from an old ricotta pot. Because it is legit, like, the easiest way for me to have a palette. I could use, like, an actual art palette, but waste not, want not. I already had this because I probably made lasagna. So I figure, what the hey. Anyways. I'm thinking about what other artworks I should do for Pride Month. I'm thinking of possibly doing... I don't know, my brain went Pride Month, Pride Moth. So I'm thinking of doing some Pride stuff for our Mothmen, who are dating, and they are queer, so feels approps. Okay, I feel like what's left of the green stripe is a little bit thick, so I'm wondering if I need to add more blue. Do I need to thicken the blue stripe slightly? Or is it okay that they're not perfect widths? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if that's improved it or not, but I think it'll be fine. In any case, it's green time. So let's get our lovely watermelon exterior green. That's not the name of the color, I just think it looks like watermelon exterior green. Maybe, ooh, I might even add a little bit of helio green to that, which is insanely pigmented. Just the most pigment is helio green. It's so pigmented, I don't know what to do with it most of the time, because I'm like, there's too much of you. You're too much. Just like me sometimes. Sorry about that. Anyways. Okay. Also, apologies that I haven't posted any art in a little bit. I posted an artwork every single day for Hollow Knight Art Month, and it kind of that was a lot, actually. So, like, I haven't posted anything. The flag was created by a duck. You were asking a lot to expect them all to be equal, says Sledge. I mean, I didn't necessarily conceive of the idea that Gerald made this flag, but you know what? I'm here for that. Gerald made this flag all by himself, and quite frankly, he should be incredibly proud of what he has achieved. It looks beautiful. Good job, Gerald. All right, we have a pride flag. I'm gonna get Gerald's eye painted in, and then I can look at doing all of the line weight and stuff. So, I have this blobbit of like neutral tint that just hangs out on my palette these days. Cause I poured too much out of a tube when I needed just a little bit of it, and it's just still here. So, okay, I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is really tough because there's I put a little like sparkle in Gerald's eye, and now I have to try and like make sure I can see where that is. This is rough and tough, and not very easy to do, but I shall endeavor. So apologies if I go really quiet for a second. I'm just trying to make sure that Gerald maintains his cuteness. Okay. Is he cute? Is he cute, everyone? Is he okay? I hope he's cute, and I hope he's okay. Personally, I love him. And I am drip-dropping a little bit of water onto the top of my duochrome paint, because I find, for the most part, when you're using like a dry pan of a shiny paint like these duochromes or like metallics or anything like that, that it really helps using them to activate them first by just like letting a little bit of water sit on it for a few moments. You get a better saturation if you do it that way. Anyways, oh, thank you for the heart styles. Thank you. I guess that means Gerald's okay, which yay! I'm so glad. I do love him a lot. I do. Okie dokie. I'm gonna need to create some line weight brown, I think. So I think I'll just use mahogany. Maybe mahogany with a little bit of black added to it will be a good line weight brown for the general sort of body portion of duck. We shall see. Some of these paints I'm definitely going to run out of a lot faster than others. These are fairly small paint pans. I mixed this myself, by the way. I just took like a representative sample of the rainbow and then added an equal amount of cobalt turquoise to each of them. And this is what we ended up with. General body. Thank you for the salute, Tells. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm not the only person who does that. Because I do. So thank you for that. Okay, gonna make sure that there's no lingering the wrong color on my brush. And then I will pick up this general body color. General body. Okay. I did do a salute there. I know you can't see my head, but I promise I did. Anyways. What's everyone up to this week? Do you have an exciting week planned? I hope that whatever it is that you're up to is fun. I have some stuff coming up. Do I remember what the stuff is? I think kind of my hope and my aim for this week is kind of just to kind of just to hang out in the house for several days and try and get some gubbins done. But not to trouble myself too much if I don't get too much done. Maybe get some scripting done on my next YouTube video. Maybe do some stupid artwork of my Blorbos, which I am really looking forward to getting done. I have so many dumb ideas in my head, and I would like to paint them all. Okay, I've added some more mahogany brown for this, like, for the breast section here, because it is a the plumage here is quite brown. There we go. Trying to get some nice soft feathery textures in the line weight here as well, rather than just having it be continuous lines. So it feels a little bit more feathery. Every time I go by the general waste bin at work, I think about it, so it tells yes, general waste. I fully relate. Like 100%. That's amazing. Anyways, I do wanna I'm gonna give the pride stripes a little bit of a border, because they do have kind of a funky border on the duck wings. Hello, Voxel, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Just also, while I'm thinking of it, gonna add a little bit of feathery texture to the wing as well, just because the texture of the wing feathers is a little bit different, so I want to acknowledge that, I suppose. Anyways, and if I can get a little bit of soft line weight for duck face here, then I shall. Anyways, but yeah, this is the... Ooh, I went cosplaying for the first time yesterday on a con. Sweet! What were you wearing? If you would like to share, I'd love to hear about it. That sounds really... I hope you had fun. Did you have fun? I hope it was a good time. Theo, hello, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the rainbows. I hope you're having a good day. It is very lovely to see you. Welcome in, my friend. Gerald loves you too. This is Gerald. He is a mallard duck, and he is a gay fella. And this was a request from my moderator / spouse, and I just loved it so much. I was like, you know I have to do this now. And I did. And I hope he's okay. Scout from Team Fortress 2, I had so much fun. Oh, that's rad. That's super rad. I'm really glad to hear that you had a good time. That's awesome. It sounds like it was fun. I confess, I have not been to a convention in years at this point. It has been absolute yonks since I've been to a convention. And sometimes I think, I should do that. And then I'm like, oh, I'm shy. And then I don't. But I love hearing about what other people get up to at them. They had tons of cosplayers. My clone, and other characters from franchise included furry stuff, Mortal Kombat tournaments, and at least a dozen Hatsune Mikus. Oh my goodness. That's so much Miku! I love it. That's really cute. That'd be a fun cosplay to do, I think. Dear Zumi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you. Hope you're having a lovely day. My moderator / spouse is trying one of the pumpkin muffins I baked earlier. Oh god, this is the moment of truth. So I'm just gonna take a moment and wait. He's not saying anything. I'm scared. He hasn't said anything. I'm scared.
I'm busy shoving muffin down your face.
It's because he's busy shoving muffin down his face. Anyways, hello, Zumi. Welcome in. How is it, babe? Is it good? Can I taste a little crumb just to verify? As the baker, I need to know I did okay. Oh, damn, that's good. Sorry about the chewing noises. I'm going to try and do them away from the mic. Oh, it's really good. Grabbed myself some merch, says Voxel. Also, I was going with a friend. They were cosplaying Muffet. Nice. Nice. I hope that you... I'm glad to hear that you both had fun. Zumi says, I love the little painting of you that moves. It's so creative. Oh, thank you. That's me. That's me doing my art right now in the studio. Kofi says, oh, I love Sammy's mischievous laugh. Uh-oh. Yup. Apologies for any mischief. We don't discriminate chewing, don't worry. Well, I know that some people really do not like this. I don't love the sound of chewing. I've been on, like, Zoom calls before where someone's just straight up snacking and the chewing sounds are really loud, and I don't love that very much. I don't find that enjoyable. So I try and keep that to a minimum as well for y'all. I tend not to eat things on stream. Because I don't want to make the bad sounds for people. Or if I was just like, if I was straight ahead just eating something, I'd probably mute myself for the duration, I think. If I'm reflecting on it, I probably honestly would just do that. Just do it that way. Yeah. Anyways. Right. Anyways, hi Kobe, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. And hello. Okay. Alright, just painting in some very poorly done line weight on the little flag stick. Yay! You need to equip a charm of silent eating. I use it a lot, says Foxel. That's very wise. That's very, very wise. Foxel says, my legs are killing me. Going faster than a speeding bullet takes energy, especially for a whole day of... Oh my god, yes. I don't... honestly, I don't know if I would have it in me these days to do, like... I would not be able to do more than one day of a convention, and after that one day, I would need, like, a couple of days probably to rest afterwards. But yeah. Okay, I picked up too much yellow paint there. Oh, shoot. Because literally all I need from the yellow paint is just a little outline at the very end of that there. Shoot. Heck, whoops. Okay, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Let me pick up some heavy orange as well. Okay. Just trying to get some semblance of a border around the, met a really detailed and realistic knight cosplayer. Ooh, the mask was just out of this world, says Voxel. Oh, man. Okay, you're making me wish I was there. You're giving me FOMO, friend. That sounds awesome. Hello, Samantha. Welcome in. Big A do anarchy. Gerald says quack. Hold up. Oh yeah, also we have a new, for anyone who's come in recently, we have a new exclamation point command. I literally created it at the start of stream. It is exclamation mark quack, and then a quack happens. Hope you like it. It's at least a dozen countries away from you. Says Voxel, don't know if a trip would be worth it. No one speaks English. Oh well. Never mind. I mean, I do speak some French and German. So, you know, that's a thing. The most important of commands, says Samantha. Quack. Quack. Anyways. But yes. 'Tis indeed. Ew. Okay. A little line on that color. Can I have a nice deep dark blue, please? And thank you. There we go. Trying to get like tonal color matching line weight onto a pride flag is really hard, actually. It's a challenge for sure, but anyways.
Attention,
Go
Twitch user Sammy Kelch.
Scrappy!
Shoppers.
Hello, welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream, Scrappy? It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Scrappy, welcome in. Ratsa, welcome in. Raiders, hello. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. What were you up to today, Scrappy? It's lovely to see you and welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. For anyone who's new here, my name is Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. I can speak and type correctly the first time. All at once. I can't do that. There's a shout out to Scrappy Jane in the chat. If you would like to, you should go give Scrappy a follow right there. Oh, Scrappy was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon and everything went wrong. Oh, jeez. It turns out I'm bad at theme park management.
Oh no.
Oh, nor indeed. Sledge, thank you very much for TTS, Nicole. Oh, nor. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyways, hi. If it makes you feel any better, Scrappy, you're still going to be better at than me at theme park management because I could not do it. So, yeah. Anyways, as always, Raiders privilege. If there's anything you would like to share with the class, feel free to whisper me a link in my direction, or we can just go creep on your socials if you'd like. It's up to you. Or if you don't want to and you just want to chillax and rest, that's also fine. It's all good. We are an art tax optional stream here. But, hi. And welcome in, Raiders. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Twitch user Sammy Kelch. I'm a variety streamer. Today I've been painting Gerald, I can speak. Gerald, the gay mallard duck, for Pride Month, as requested by my moderator / spouse. He is an absolutely lovely little guy. And, to confirm, says Sledge, that's not an honor for a Scrappy raid. I wholeheartily agree. A Scrappy raid is a joy forever. And thank you again. Okay, so we're gonna go creep on Scrappy. We're gonna go creep on Scrappy's social. So let me go cue that up real quick. If I can. Let's go have a look-see. If I can get it to load. Additionally, for anyone who's new here, I am a traditional artist working primarily in watercolors and other similar wet media. I'm going to show you this piece that I did a while back because it's Pride Month, and these Victorian hamsters are very good friends. Here's a piece I did a little while ago. My art is super normal, but yeah, I do mostly watercolors and stuff. It is a chill time, but we have fun here. But yeah, that's the kind of one very probably unrepresentative example of the kind of artwork that I do. But if you could, okay, I haven't been on Instagram in a few days, and I haven't seen that that Scrappy's been doing some crochet, and y'all, I just please enjoy this, because not only has Scrappy made a beautiful and super comfy looking cardigan, I absolutely adore this. The color scheme is gorgeous, the patterning is gorgeous, but she also made one for Bailey. And that is the cutest ding-dang thing I've ever seen. He looks beautiful. I love him so much. Please tell him how lovely and fashionable he is and that he's a very good doggy. Oh my goodness. The absolute cutest. Anyways, Scrappy has just been doing absolutely amazing things with crochet. For instance, get a load of this bonsai! I really have not been on socials enough lately, because I missed this beautiful cherry blossom sakura situation that is made out of wool. How are you so cool? How are you so cool, Scrappy? I love this. That's absolutely gorgeous. She also has a friend of the channel, who is Luna, who is a moth. Here's Luna the moth doing some little eggies. Very cute. I love it very much. If you like moths and crochet and good times and silly games and what have you, and me accidentally minimizing my stream, Where's my stream window? Okay, there it is. Anyways, please go give Scrappy a follow. Let me get another shout out for you in the chat. There's Scrappy. You should go follow her, because Scrappy's really, really cool and super fun to hang out with and does really amazing stuff. So go give her a follow. Go do it. Go do. Anyways, unless demands make you uncomfortable, in which case do whatever you feel like. But I highly recommend it. Anyways, but yeah, thank you so much for the raid, Scrappy. I do appreciate it, and I hope you're having a lovely Monday. I hope everyone who's just come in is also having a lovely Monday. I hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you are going to have a good week coming up ahead. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I think at some point over the course of this stream, the caffeine kicked in, because I am very fast now. Oh no. But y'all are here just in time for the most important part of the painting. Well, not quite. Not quite there yet, but getting close to the there. I am amassing a little bit of what I'm hoping is a good shade color on my brush. And I'm just going to glaze in a little shadow under where Gerald is standing. Like so. Ta-da! Sammy gotta go fast. I gotta go fast, Samantha, apparently. Sammy go... Yep. I don't know what happened. At the start of the stream, I was very, okay, we're gonna paint in some happy little trees. We're just gonna have a nice quiet time. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. And now I'm just like, whee! I think my energy just kind of, instead of my energy starting and then kind of being like rolling down, you know, sort of waning over time, instead it kind of goes from like, I'm just feeling kind of tepid and subdued, and then it kind of ramps up and up and up and up and up. Kind of like if you're wearing roller skates at the top of a very steep hill and you don't realize that you've like dipped onto the bit where it starts to incline down, and you start very slowly, you're kind of like, wait a second, what's happening? Oh, shoot, oh no, and you accelerate backwards on roller skates down an extremely steep hill, until you get to the bottom and you crash. So that's where I'm at right now. Whee! Anyways, I would like some energy, please, says Samantha. I'm just tired because I've forgotten how to sleep. Oh, that's a mood. I actually had a pretty bad sleep last night. I woke up several times in the night feeling not very well. And then when I was asleep, I had weird bad dreams. It's like, no, I want to have nice dreams about my Blorbos being in fun situations. None of this, like, weird stuff where, I don't know, like, I think part of one of my dreams was that, like, I don't know, there was some weird legality that I'd been told about that might mean that, like, my marriage wasn't legal or something, and I was like, I was so stressed and scared about that, and I was like clinging to my spouse like, we're married. It was really stressful. And I felt really sad. So, yay! Honestly, mood, says Scrappy. I've had a large vanilla latte earlier and I've not stopped. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I want another coffee now. I do. I mean, I have half of a builder's tea. Maybe that's why I'm starting to wee. But I don't know. Anyways. That's where I'm at. What else do I need to get details and line weight down on Gerald's lovely, lovely, beautiful little duck feet. We love Gerald's little duck feet. They're super cute. And I'm gonna try no coffee for Sammy. Aw, Sledge. Babe. But I love you. Aw, beans. Okay, I'm hoping that this feels like an adequate, what if only coffee for Sammy, says Samantha. No, because then I'd feel, if it was only coffee for Sammy, then Sammy would miss tea. It has to be both. Okay, I've made hopefully some cute little duck feet details. Should I be blurring these out? Should I be blurring out the feet pics? I don't know. There have been a few YouTube channels that I've watched where, like, there would be feet in the shot, but they've blurred out their feet. And I'm like, you know the internet very well, don't you, YouTuber? I solve this by just having shoes on anytime you're likely to see my entire body in the shot of a video. Nobody's getting the feet pics for free from me. That is for dang sure. Not that I think anyone wants to see my feet anyways, but still. Samantha says, what if you were forced to choose? A demon pops up and demands you only drink tea or only drink coffee from now on, otherwise they will hide all of your left socks? Oh. Okay. Here's what I would do, Samantha. Here is precisely what I would do. I would say, okay, fine, and just never wear socks again. I'm fine with that. As I said, says Sludge, Gerald feet pics is a different stream. Okay, let me just... There. I'm just gonna finish up Gerald's, sparklies, then. Having activated the sparkles. You have to do the sparkles last, because, once sparkles get into the paint water, everything else will be sparkly forever. Hiding all left socks only works if you wear socks in a pair. This is true. I always wear mismatched socks. So, to be honest, this is it's kind of fine. Like, I mostly don't wear socks. It's only on, like, the coldest days of the winter that I will be wearing, like, Adidas Gazelles instead of just, like, the kind of canvas slip-ons that you can get away with not wearing socks underneath. So, yeah, I think I'd cope. Go ahead, demon, do your worst. See if I care. Anyways. Duochrome, isn't it fun? Samantha says, but as soon as you put a sock on your left foot, it becomes a left sock and thus becomes hidden. The internet likes feet's a normal amount, actually. Feet's George is an outlier and should not have been counted. Thank you. That's amazing. Is Feet's George the founder of WikiFeet, I wonder? As someone who grudgingly has to call themselves a content creator these days, I hate that term. I'm an artist. But I just pray that I will never have an entry on WikiFeet. Okay. How's that for shiny mallard? It'll look better, I think, when it's fully dry, because right now it's shiny because it's wet, but when it's dry, it'll be shiny because it's luminous, because I used a nice duochrome watercolor. So, I think I'm gonna sign this piece. Because I honestly think I'm pretty, it's silly, yes, but am I pretty happy with it? Also, yes. I think this piece is fun. So I'm going to get a nice signature here. And we're going to wait just a minute for Gerald's beautiful head plumage to dry. Make sure I haven't missed any bits. And in fact, I can't, oh shoot, I can see a bit that I missed. Hold up. Okay. Okay, I'm just patching it up at this point. Like, I'm okay if it has some brush strokey texture, but I don't want there to be any obvious, like, missed spots, I guess. So, here I go. We don't want the shininess to have any bald patches, as it were. Anyways, I love these duochrome watercolors. I don't use them often enough. That's a fun effect. That's a fun effect. And I think it does a reasonable job of capturing the magnificence of a mallard duck's head, which of course has that wonderful iridescence to the feathers, which I think is so much fun. Do you like Gerald? Please like Gerald. Please. I like Gerald. I think Gerald is fun. Oh geez. Okay, you know, I'm like, this painting's done. I'm gonna stop now. No, I just had another idea. I want to futz with one more thing. I apologize now for the mild futz hypocrisy happening on stream, but just bear with, because I kind of want to add in a couple of these little these little things. Here and there on the pond. I don't know if this is an appropriate thing to have on this pond, but you know those little like hot dog plants that they have sometimes on the shores of ponds. What if there were a couple of little hot dog plants? Like, what if? Just to add a little interest here and there. Give a little extra dimension to this shore. I love Gerald, says Sludge. Oh yay, Gerald is excellent and very gay. He is. Thank you. One of the things I find is sort of like a bonus feature of making like cute little creatures is that it's a lot harder for me to be mean about my own artwork when my artwork is of like a cute creature. I'm just like, oh, it's a little guy. I can't be mean about this painting. This painting is a little fella. And that's real special. So, I guess that's me, like, tricking myself into being more positive about my artwork. He's iriduxed, says Thea. Thank you. That's adorable. Aha! Suck it, Sammy. You have to appreciate your art like we do, says Samantha. Oh, jeez, y'all, I can't do it. But anyways, here's. Let me bring you in. So there's Gerald, but like, get a load of Gerald's magnificent head plumage. It is so shimmery, and so shiny, and so pretty, and green, and I love it a lot. So, I hope you like it too. I've just seen the time. I have to go cook dinner. Oh no! So I'm gonna find someone for us to do a little raid on. Let me see who's online we can go say hello to. I don't know who's up, who's about. But I'll take a little look-see, and we will head in the direction of somebody cool in just a moment. Who shall we do a raid on? Tra-la-la. Alright, I think... Thanks for the ducking, good straps. Thank you. Amazing. Truly amazing. Okay, cool. Wow, I don't actually have a lot of people who are live right now, but I do have one person who's doing art, so I'm going to send us in the direction of an art stream, because I think that would be nice. No, that is the stream description. I want to go to the this. Alright. Where are we? Let me just make sure that this person isn't just about to finish, because sometimes it happens, and that's real embarrassing. Oh. Okay, well, the internet's breaking. Is it working? Is it working? Okay, it's working. They're definitely actively working on something. Okay, so let's go say hi to Sansa who's doing some watercolor, because why not? Nice friend of Strim. Cool person. Generic raid message. I'll probably have to raid and run fairly quickly. Because Oh, we should have pride emotes for the raid message, shouldn't we? Shoot. My computer has decided to run at an extremely low speed. Because it doesn't like me very much. But I'm popping a generic raid message into chat. So there you go. Feel free to grab it with the emotes. If you have the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message. It's trying to run an ad break. No, go away. Absolutely not. No. Forget it. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message or append any cool emotes that you do have. I will be back on Thursday doing who knows what at this point, but I'll be doing something. So very much I hope to see you then. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Take care, everyone. Have a good, all that jazz. And I shall see you very soon, I hope. And in the meantime, have a good everything. Where's my thanks for watching screen? There's my thanks for watching screen. Yeah, see you again soon, I hope. Have a good one. Have a good evening, all that jazz. Okay, bye everybody. Goodbye, bye.